Today's yoga pose deconstruction is all about another common yoga pose, triangle pose. Currently, we often come into this pose from our warrior two. And from warrior two, we're cued to straighten that front leg, begin to stretch and reach that front arm toward the top of the mat, begin to allow that front hand to descend toward shin or block. Begin to rotate the torso, stretch and reach that back arm up toward the ceiling. Gaze may look up toward that extended hand or arm. I'm actually bending my spine a bit rather than keeping a neutral or open spine. And that's because when we begin to stretch and reach forward with that straight leg, we're jamming or compressing into that front hip joint. The second problem with this pose is we're sending the pelvic halves in two different directions. This back pelvis half is rotating away from the body. This front part of the pelvis is rotating inward. And this is putting a shearing force on the two pelvic halves. So how do we reconfigure this pose to work for normal human bodies? One of the things we can do is start it off as more of an extended side angle. So we can start with a bent front knee. We're going to find the length through the spine and then decide how much rotation works. This back hip may stay pointing down to the ground if it loads the low back to take this rotation. And then once you find your amount of rotation, we can begin to decide where this upper arm goes. It may stretch up, it may stay right at the waist, and then we can begin to slowly straighten that front leg to the point where we're not curving the spine. So we want to keep this open, neutral spine. Begin to find how much stretch you have in the hamstrings. And then that hand might descend down to a block or stay shin or thigh. And there's your triangle.